Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back here today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter or game found project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, giving my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to check out Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game, a brand new cooperative living RPG game for 1 to 4 players that lets you explore the authentic historical world of Kingdom Come Deliverance with a captivating story. Voice acting, and a uniquely socially immersive experience. So I will say, I hate the main image. I kind of hate the main image. I get it. They're showcasing the beautiful artwork and the fact that crazy stuff can happen to you. And they're showcasing, what do they need to showcase here? Just the fact that this is based off a popular video game. But I feel like maybe they could have done a little bit more to let me know about this stuff. Because down here, this is really fascinating to me. Voice acting, unique socially... You know what? I guess I can't knock it that much. Because at least they tell me down here, 1 to 4 players... authentic historical world, voice acting, which means we're going to have an app, and unique, socially immersive experience. And I want to know what that means. That's the thing that's really gripping me. Now, one thing that I do find interesting, and the reason why I chose to cover this, was because it had a whole bunch of people who were excited about it. 18,000 hearts. Whereas you can see the Elder Scroll here is only at 8.8, Keyforge is at 9.8, despite the fact it's made $675,000. And this makes you wonder if maybe this isn't going to wow me. I'm curious. I'm very curious because I'm just looking at the other numbers, and I'm curious to see how it works because the price also makes a huge difference. Ooh, and so we got the shots. That looks good. Ooh, it reminds me of Destinies almost. Time of Legends Destinies from Lucky Duck Games. Great feeling, by the way. Oh, how do I get back to the video? I just want to get back to the video. Do I have to click on everything? How many pictures are there? Wait, no. Dang it. There we go. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
Dudes, I have a new game for us to play tonight.
We only just got the hang of the last one.
Yeah, you know the one with all the math and all the equations? I mean, give me a break, man. I don't pay for a babysitter to come here and learn 50 pages of rules every week.
You know what I love? I love when in my Kickstarter board game video, they insult other board games. Oh, that math! I gotta look through the 50 pages. I mean, I guess it's great they're spotlighting that. That's good. But I don't know if GameFound is the place to do that. Like, you're on the more obscure Kickstarter crowdfunding website. And you're like, I don't know, it's just an odd this is a weird way to start the video. Maybe they're going to capture me going forward, but I just think it's an interesting choice.
But this is Kingdom Come. They say it really comes to life.
You mean like the world-renowned video game?
Yeah.
Like the one that's set in 15th century Bohemia during the Hussite Wars?
Yeah, but stop talking like a goddamn commercial. Let's try it.
Okay. They got me. All right, I'm good. I'm in on it now. Okay. The first part was so weird, but the fact they dropped the D word. It was so weird. Such a shift. I love it.
You are entering the tavern. Your soul should be in here somewhere. The main hall is dark and hazy and smells of smoke, burnt meat, and spilled ale. The room is half empty. You sit down at the nearest empty table to collect your wits and try to lure out your man.
Good evening, gents. You are not from hereabouts, huh? What are you after here?
Okay. So, I feel like this is an interesting choice in the video, but it also I just had a crazy random thought, which sounded amazing to me, which one day, in the next 100, 200 years, the technology will get so cheap and so prevalent that we will eventually have games that will be able to create hologram type things just like this. Or phones. Like, that's probably going to be where it is. The iPhone 17 is going to be able to do holograms, and that's going to potentially be able to open up things like this. And that's kind of the future of board games, in my personal opinion. And that's just that's not at all what they're insinuating. I mean, but still, it's just random thought just came into my mind. Let's get back to this video.
We're thirsty, and we heard that the innkeeper serves a mighty fine ale here.
You hear that, lads?
So you choose your response to the characters, you roll the dice to see how the response goes, and you're probably going to be leveling up your ability to do these responses. It sounds a lot like Destiny's, which I gave it a Bowers Best Deal. I love that game. I am the target market for this.
Old wheat.
Get that bread, Green Bean.
Fine ale.
Get out of the way, scum!
Okay.
What are you doing in these parts? And what is your allegiance?
Nice.
Okay.
You should hide the body.
They're convincing me with this video.
Should we though?
Yeah, we should.
No time for that.
This feels a lot more like an actual role-playing game and not a board game, which it's not. It's a cooperative living RPG game, so it's something completely different. And now, I like that main image less. I feel like that's really something that could be on the marquee to spotlight just how unique of an experience this is, because you say that it's a unique social experience, but I feel like that could have been conveyed in imagery somehow better, or maybe just in bigger, because this is not what I was expecting, and I'm excited.
It's Frank here.
Told you we should have hidden the body.
This is fantastic. I'm in.
Enjoy the
I'm
immersive
convinced.
story with a true-to-life voice acting and an all-encompassing ambience.
Find the girl. Do it for me, child. Run! Hide!
And when the need arises, use the unique combat system, where you fight through dice checks to reach a bounty of various items and perks. There's also a lot of sneaking around and chatting to characters to get the info you need. Our own included mobile app takes care of the gameplay, so you can concentrate on living through the story and making your own choices instead. So sit down and let the realistic medieval world conquer your living room. Back Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game, now.
It's a big box. It's a thick box.
An extra chair.
Okay, that was really not what I was expecting at all, and I'm in. I want this. Because the bottom line is, this doesn't feel like anything else I'm getting. Just trying to look at the main image, just not go through my YouTube stuff. $180, okay. I don't bat an eye on that. That seems like GameFound Kickstarter Premium Pledge. That seems about what I would expect to pay. And once again, I love GameFound because it pops it right there. Now, I am going to need to be convinced more of that. I really want to know how much game time I'm having here, because it says 4 hours, but I'm assuming that's 4 hours per session. This is probably not a one-off 4-hour game, or else that's going to be a real hard sell. But I guess Batman tried to do that on Kickstarter a couple months ago, so hey, who the hell knows? 1 to 4 players, 4 hours, age is 14 plus. I want to know the pedigree about this. I want to know the designers behind this. But once again, this is an RPG, so I guess I still kind of want to know the pedigree. So hopefully, hey, Huckleberry, how's it going? So, more info on Boardcubator. Boardcubator was built on the enthusiasm of Jan and Merrick to develop and publish their own board game. I'm working on Boardcubator and Space Race for several years, over many sleepless nights there in 2000. Oh, so they made L. I actually have a review copy of this that I haven't got to that. Shame on my family. But I've heard really good things about this, actually. I've heard it's a really solid abstract strategy game. It's more 16 plus. Language is pretty harsh. There's the other thing as well. Yeah, I did. They dropped the D-bomb in there. The D-bomb. And so, yeah. But I will say, if that said 16 plus, adults only said sort of thing, I think that would get me more interested in the content. And I feel like they did a great job of that. That one clip where she's like deciding, like, okay, what am I going to do in the situation? She just straight up murders the person. I was like, oh, that's the kind of game we're playing here? I'm in. That sounds fun. So I see components. I don't see $180 components, but I see components. Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game, is a brand new cooperative living RPG game for 1 to 4 players that brings the world-famous original video game to life on your table. Experience the turmoil of 15th century Bohemia through a captivating story, lifelike voice acting, and our own mobile app that makes your journey sharply real. Discover a socially immersive experience like never before. Story and that once again is why I'm not batting an eye at the $180 main pledge level, because this seems incredibly different and incredibly unique, and it has a great pedigree having that video game attached to it, which makes me feel like, yeah, you can do this. You're not just some Joe Smo off the street who says, I'm making this amazingly immersive thing with the app and the this and the that. You're some companies that have some money behind them who are going to want to make this happen. Story, because once again, this is only going to make the video game. Because the bottom line is, if this is great, there's going to be a lot of people who will play this who might not have tried the video game, and then they're like, oh, I got to try the video game now. So it makes sense. Story just sucked me in wholeheartedly. I can't wait to play more and to come back to this world again over and over. This, I do think, is a great quote right here, insinuating the fact that you can, in fact, come back to this over and over. Because what was my first question? Is this one of those one-offs? Is this somewhere I'm only going to be able to play at one time? This game will be on my table for years to come. Once again, we're hammering down that point that this is a game with a lot of that you can play it over and over again. I do want to know more. The story is very dark. It's very grim, but it's very much Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's also another fantastic quote as well. Because I think mentioning that sort of thing is just atypical. If you just grabbed 100 random board games off the shelf, there's probably you'll be lucky if one of them is a really dark, grim game. Now there are a lot that do that. And a lot more, I will say, since Kickstarter. I think that would have been a lot more true back in the normal publishing days, and I think Kickstarter has definitely changed that, which I think is a very good thing. People are taking more risk on stuff like that, but it's still an underserved portion of the market. You know, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the game. The combination of stealth gameplay and persistent world, reacting to both your actions and inaction, is really fun. Okay. Like that, KCP has a perfect balance between the interesting gameplay and interesting story. It will forever change the story-driven gaming we know. I gotta say, I actually think these were great quotes. I thought that was a fantastic way to start for me. We got a picture from here. It's a 1421. We're setting you up in the theme. That's the prologue. Highlights. Here we go. Immersive story. Realistic branching. Narration. Plenty of it. This is where you tell me maybe how many words there are. Something like that. Hours of dialogue. Stuff like that. No game master needed. The app takes care of all the menial tasks. Fantastic. The world remembers every single choice you've made. Love this. Fully voice narrated. Every character has a unique voice. Lifelike dialogues. Adaptive sound design that responds to your action. A world come alive to you with unexpected events. NPCs with voice and will. And will. They're not just going to be there for you to stab with a fork over and over again. Okay, I love this. I'm loving where we're going with this. Simply put, I've already backed this. It looks good. Yeah, I'm on my way. Simply put, you're what you do. Aspiring swordsman, better swing that blade. Upgrade your dice, master all kinds of weaponry. Okay, so like that. Because that's the gamery part. Explore real-world locations, meet historically documented characters, use authentic medieval weapons, tools, and items. And this all sounds fantastic. I want to play. No magic, no dragon, no zombies or mutants, and certainly no good versus evil. Just a taste of the 15th century and war-torn Bohemia. Let the medieval enter your living room. And then we get to... Okay, so this is interesting. The first thing I see is 2 of 5 unlocked, and I have no clue what that means. So hopefully when I click on this, it's going to be very obvious what it is that has become unlocked or what that means. So, unleash the real and gritty medieval... And I gotta say, they're not beating around the bush. They're getting straight to the price. I like that. Because I thought the video, it won me over. Unleash the real and gritty medieval in full swing contains everything for the Squire pledge. I don't know what that means. Plus the Knights and Serfs of Bohemia Miniatures expansion, all the relevant stretch goals. From the daily unlocks, and VAT included. Oh, so we mentioned in the price thing. Hey, and I love that. I am always a big proponent of mentioning the shipping early, often. I'm a crazy person. I would put it right after the add-ons. You do the pledges, you do the add-ons, you get the shipping. Why not? Just have your whole shopping area done. Boom. Then we can get to stretch goals or fun stuff or whatever you want to talk about. So we got the box. This is the box. What's in it? We got 4 minis. What's the size? 54 millimeter scale. I convert that to inches because, once again, the majority of people probably backing this are from the United States of America. That's just typically how it ends up working out. So 2.1. These are hefty minis. Yeah, over 2 inches tall. That's what I put there. Because, once again, the first 5 that I got with this game was Destinies. And then in the back of my mind, I was like, wait, are these super teeny tiny minis? Because the Destinies minis, no exaggeration, are like this small. They're perfectly serviceable minis. But it's pretty small. And then we got the player board, the inlaid player board for recessed. Ooh, normally we say dual layer. I like the word recessed. Player boards takes me back to kindergarten. Dual layered, 2.8 millimeter thickness. Nice. 4 unique character sheets. Love to see the backs on these. I'd love to see this zoomed in a little bit more. But this is definitely helping me strengthen the theme. Seeing this character next to the mini, next to the card, it looks similar. Those player boards are amazing. Yeah, those look very nice. Which is why I'd like to zoom in. 55 status markers, 30 character dice. Yeah, show me what's this? Is this a deer? What's that? I don't know. Zoom in. 100 uniquely illustrated locations. Fantastic. And I do like that. I feel like that's a great thing. They could have just put 100 locations, but they put uniquely illustrated. Each one's going to be different. That's what I want here. And that also means that, you know, expansions are going to be easy in the future. You can just throw me a slack of these cards. Oh, these are a whole bunch of different locations with some story now in them or something. Map tokens, unique, so objects that you're going to find around the world. Fantastic. I love that. And that's actually a really, you know what? This looks like it's a step up from Time of Legends Destinies for me, honestly. Because that was the one thing on that, you just had like this symbol, which was like something was happening there. But you kind of had to remember what the thing was. These tokens, so this is great. This is great. 50 unique illustrated NPCs, the standees. I'm totally fine with that. I don't need that. I don't need minis. Those are perfectly fine. 13 dice, 210 weapons and items. Not much text on the cards, but there's enough. And I see some cubes on cards as well, which means we're gonna have some interesting dynamics with cubes on cards, which I love. I'd love to zoom in on this. At first, I had a bit of sticker shock, but now I'm about to back it. Yeah, I'm in the same way. Like, this is rock solid. I'll be checking out some preview copy videos of the game right after this. Yeah, this one's a solid one. So then we got 108 perk cards. I'd love to zoom in on some of these. That's the only thing. I want that. The Invisible App, 1,000-page book. That's the number I was looking for. I feel like it's unfortunately buried right here. I feel like this is, once again, I go back to that main image featuring the app with over a 1,000-page book or something like that. Like, that's impressive. Storage system. Just open the box and start playing. The insert holds all components neatly organized with an easy access to everything. Includes a perk tray where all perks are already and organized for you. Wow, this is the kind of thing that I honestly would have put in that video. Now, I know that they wanted to go with a purely thematic, and like, they wanted to really bring out the theme. But maybe once you got done with that, then I think it would have been nice to have like an extra 40 seconds, 30 seconds of just talking about these absolutely spectacular features of this. A 1,000-page invisible app with voice actives and an easy storage system where you can have it out, you can have it up, fit sleeve cards. All this is fantastic information. But I feel like we spotlight that. Logical storage system. Yeah, it's beautiful. So then we have the Squire Pledge. So this is less. What it was? Oh, so that was just the main box. That was only the main box. Oh, I was already like, okay, so the Rules of Trader campaign. Full-scale 5-scenario campaign. So does that mean 20 hours? Because I remember it was a 4-hour game, because that's my other question. So how does that work? Voice-acted AI-driven NPCs. What? What? Okay, maybe you could provide me some more interesting information on that bomb you just dropped there. What exactly does that mean? Does that mean that it is the artificial intelligence to keep track of the decisions you're making, and then based on the decisions you're making, it will react accordingly to what's happening in the game? Because if you're talking about that, then we're taking a pretty big freaking quantum leap from the board games that I'm playing right now, which is amazing. Board games, once again, not video games, but board games I'm playing right now, and from a company that does video games. You know, because I'm imagining they have a lot of involvement in this, especially with the story and whatnot, and with the app. That's amazing. About 20 hours of intense and epic gameplay. Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like they could have done a little bit better job of letting me know how much I could play the other box, just the main box, but I'm excited. And then the Squire Pledge. So what is this? And I still don't know what the 2 out of 3 or the 2 out of 5 unlocked. I think that means that there's going to be unlocks, and so this pledge is only going to get better, which is fantastic. Then then we have the miniatures box. Okay. Not the biggest fan of them lumping in the miniatures with this, but at that price, I'm not having an issue with it. 180. You know, it's not great, but I feel like it's solid, especially for how unique this is. So we have the Squire Pledge. Oh, so this is the one without the minis at 130. Okay. So that's going to get you the game, the expansion, which once again is just going to be a book with app, and then the stretch goal box. Okay, I like it. Then we have already unlocked stretch goals, so that's what that means. So they're going to have... So this is unlocked. So there is one more thing that is going to make this pledge level better. There is 3 more things that is going to make this pledge level better. And these are just unlocked, so these are not stretch goals, so it just will get better. Okay. No, it's stretch goals. Okay. But that's still cool. Escaping Perkstein scenario, medieval armory pack. I'd love to know more about what that means. Ugh. And this is nice. This is nice. This doesn't feel clunky to me, the organization of this, because I don't feel... Okay. I like it. Hit me with those stretch goals. Ooh, what is this? Escaping Perkstein. So the standalone scenario, day 1 unlock. Whoa! How many is this? That's 16 hours of gameplay right there. Holy guacamole, I'm in. I'm in on that price now. And there's more? Medieval armory, 42 cards? You're giving me 16 hours of gameplay and 42 cards? That's fantastic. Once again, I go back to that main image. I feel like something could have been conveyed here. Like, just wow. That's great. And there's still 3 to come, and I'm excited about what they are. I want to come back to your Kickstarter or your GameFound, so I can find out what's coming up. Very nice. Just need those videos. Hit me with those videos already. Gameplay. So next, this goal unlocks on day 4 of the campaign. Okay. Come here. Come sit on Grandpa's lap. This is not a stretch goal. Don't call it a stretch goal. I hate this. I hate this when they say it's a stretch goal. No, this is an unlock. This is not a complicated system. An unlock just happens, no matter what. A stretch goal happens when you hit something. Like, I don't understand, because I've seen 2 or 3 companies do this. It's like, no, there's a difference. There's plenty of goodies, such as expansions that are coming, that are completely free. Every day of the campaign, one of the daily unlocks revealed as a hidden treasure. Stay tuned. This goal unlocks on day 4 of the campaign. Glitters. So I'm excited to see what this is, though. I love those rings they are adding on the last unlock. Oh, yeah, these are great. Are these... Oh, unlock too heavy to swing. Either way, I do love these. Yeah, those things, whew, they just make it so much easier to see everything on the table. Free expansion, yeah, that's the book. So then we have an additional player character. Was this like our first 48-hour birds or something? Whoa! What? Oh, you had to follow the project before the campaign starts. And that's, once again, that is a banger. And I'm going to give them a half-point grade bump up here. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because what I said at the beginning of this video. I covered this for one reason, and only one reason. Because I did not know that Kingdom Come Deliverance was anything. But I saw that it had a huge number of fans before it launches. Like, look at this. It probably had more than the Elder Scrolls. The freaking Elder Scrolls. Because they offered such a banger. Well, yeah, you're going to get the 5th player character. Because I want that. This could play 5 players. That's a huge deal to me. You know, and the fact that it's kind of hidden, that's a little odd. Because once again, I go back to its main image. Did you say it's a 1 to 4 player game? No, it's actually a 1 to 5 player game if you were here early or if you want to pay $8, right? Isn't that it? No, oh, no. It's just a different character. That's what it must be. Okay, either way, that's still a banger. That is fantastic. Explore real-life locations. So I did get that. Oh, that's the app. Oh, that looks good. Oh, my goodness, that looks great. You are what you do. Interact with the living world. Just show me the video. Show me the video. Why back now? Extra gameplay content. You're like, oh, it spoils it. So it spoils the first 45 minutes, but it convinces me exactly what I'm getting. Craft board gaming futures with us. With support, we have to infinitely expand the world of Bohemia. So here's one thing that I feel like is missing from this campaign, which I think could be a great way for them to potentially get even more money. But once again, I don't know. I feel like it'd be much more useful on Kickstarter, where it's a popularity contest. Where on GameFound, it's not a popularity contest. GameFound's front page is just absolute hot garbage. I hate GameFound's front page. Oh, we're mixing the stuff that's not here with the stuff that is here. Then we got some other stuff that it's actually live, but it gets bumped all the way down to the bottom, and nobody scrolls all the way down to the bottom. And then we got stuff that already funded a long time ago, and it's just, the front page is crap. I hate the front page. Go to rectangles, get rid of the squares. It's super annoying. You tried the different thing. It didn't work. These main images, like if you just look at Kickstarter main images versus these main images, and yes, they made it bigger, but they just, the square, it doesn't work as well as the rectangle, in my personal opinion. But back to the point. I feel like some pledge levels where you could potentially voice act in this, or in a future expansion or something like that. And once again, that would, you know what? I take that back. On a typical video game project, they do that sort of thing, and it's fantastic. But with this, where they're trying to maintain historical accuracy, I take that one back. But that would be cool. New stretch goals every other day. We're adding extra major concepts, just expansions to select pledges. So I expect this. Oh, on 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And these are all bangers? Wow. So I'm expecting this to get really popular towards the end, especially if these stretch goals are as fantastic as they continue to be. The stretch goal box, fantastic. So we have a preview. Is it just, I just want the gameplay.
Number value.
Nope, not what I want. I just want the gameplay.
Hey everybody, point and agility. So now
there we go.
We're doing a green.
Beautiful gameplay video. You want it right there. Fantastic. The world's constantly changing. The app is controlling all that for you. Let's keep tracking that in the background. Playthrough. This is great. This is what I want. Any how to plays? Imagine the app does a lot of the work for it. It will forever change the story-driven gaming we know. Ooh, nice title. Try it solo. Great. So we got a solo video. We got how to play videos. It's exactly what I wanted here. I'm good on this. I'm convinced. I'm feeling money. It's very dark. It's very grim. At this point, it's just, what am I looking for? I'm just looking for shipping, and normally I'd complain about shipping being buried towards the bottom, but I can easily just find it thanks to GameFound. Tons of videos. It's just a video dump here, but it's not just a video dump because they also have lots of information, which is nice. Things, your choice matters. What's this? Oh, going on in here. We think we'll have it to you next summer. Shipping $30, 30 euros. I convert the currencies, so I'm looking around $210 in and out the door for something that's going to provide me with roughly. We're up to 56 hours of gameplay for 1 to 4 players. It looks like a fantastic solo experience. It has the pedigree. I don't know the designers of the game, but I do know that they're probably in very close cooperation with the people who made this video game. And that's the other thing. I want to check one thing real quick. Kingdom Come Metacritic. Because is this high? Because yeah. I feel like this has probably got some absolutely drop-dead gorgeous reviews from some people. Like some media outlets. And yet, I don't feel like you did a great job of convincing me about the previous video game. The only thing that really kind of stuck to my mind was at the beginning where it was like, oh, because of the worldwide phenomenon video game. Maybe just a little bit more of that would have been nice for the people who have never played the video game, but that's a nitpick more than anything. €1 equals 1 US steps. Yep, Huckleberry, you and I are on the same wavelength. Once I realized that, I was like, oh, I can remember that. Pound, though. Completely out the window. Friendly shipping, got it. Looks solid. Okay. Let's check out the comments, FAQ. Give this one a grade. I think it's pretty dang solid. Stay tuned. The campaign, a brand new stretch goal was revealed, and we've only got more ahead of us. Yeah. Fantastic stretch goals. And I think as people realize how fantastic these stretch goals are, I think this one's really potentially gonna... Like, I would not be shocked to see this get over $1 million. Trick Shot 2nd Edition? What the shnikes? Oh my gosh! Yes! Is this the 8-player... Wait, is this the game? Is this that 8-player hockey game? No, it's a different game. Never mind. I'm not excited about that game. I mean, it looks cool, but no, it's not the game that was. Oh, the video game was a Kickstarter-driven project. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. Nobody wants an app-reliant game unless it's future-proof. No internet. Yeah, people do. Not nobody. Yeah. We are live. Okay. FAQ updates. Let's check it out. No FAQs at all. Okay. Updates. They get people engaged. 17, 37. Since they launched, how many have they put up? 919. 918. Okay. So it looks like they did one yesterday, they did one today. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see if it's engaging. Not at all. Yeah, pretty boring. Yeah, hopefully they start doing some more engaging updates. See this one? Get ready to fight! Here's the thing you got. We got a video. Learn to skill check. So we're now... yeah, why here? Why here? This is the stuff for the Kickstarter page. I mean, this is... No. You're not actually updating me on anything because I'm pretty sure I probably could have got this information. Aside from the expand... Like the stretch goal or the unlock, yeah. But this, it just seems odd for me to put it in there. What's your weapon of choice? Longsword, axe of mace. Let us know. And then they, instead of actually asking at the end of here, the question, they asked it in the comments. And so I'm curious to see how much engagement they get on that one. Because that's on. I assume you put it in here. Don't forget to join our Discord or Facebook community. Hopefully you're not having too active of a Discord community. One thing I always recommend, I don't know if anyone's ever done it, have a Discord blackout. Don't talk about the project on Discord. Everybody talk about it on... Well, once again, this is GameFound, so there's no competition. So I take that back. Take backsies. If this were Kickstarter, you need to be at the top popularity part. It's GameFound. There's also Stable Pledge, which really doesn't mean much to me at all. I check back, and pretty much it doesn't cover shipping, so who the hell cares? It's pretty much, if the price of shipping... if the price of the game goes up, then you don't have to pay it. It's like, that. When does this happen? When's the last time you heard a Kickstarter like, oh yeah, we're raising the price of the game like $30? No, they just raised the price of the shipping, and this doesn't cover the shipping, so... It's useless. Or it does cover the shipping, and they don't mention it covers the shipping, which once again is weird. Anywho, ooh, and you can convert the currencies. I love it. Final grade for Kingdom Come Deliverance, the board game. Don't like the main image at all. That's the one big thing, and I don't feel like it did a great job exciting me about the game. I feel like this did. I feel like the video did. The video showcased just how unique and different this experience was, and it was unlike a lot of other Kickstarter videos that I've seen, GameFound videos, excuse me, and I think they did a great job there. I think they convinced me of the price. They told me the number of hours. I had to dig a little bit for it, but other than that, it was rock solid. I'm giving this one a... Sean's going B. I think I'm B+. I think I'm a little bit more convinced, but then again, it's hard for me to say because I've never played the original game. So let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade on this? I'm gonna go with B+. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And also, are you a fan of the original game? Of the original game as well. Let me know that as well. And as always, thanks for your time, you two. Bye-bye.